The 69th session of the Senate in the first regular session of the 20th Congress is hereby called to order. Let us pause for a minute of silent prayer. Amen.
Amen.
The Secretary will call the roll.
Mavic, the Deputy
Let it
Secretary.
be put on record that the Secretary refused to call the roll. Let the Deputy Secretary for Legislation to call the roll.
Roll call of members. The Honorable Senators Aquino, Cayetano Pia, De La Rosa, Ejercito, Escudero, Estrada, Gatchalian, Go, Hontiveros, Lacson, Lapid, Legarda, Marcoleta, Marcos, Padilla, Pangilinan, Soto, Tulfo Erwin, Tulfo Rafi, Villanueva, Villar Camille, Villar Mark, Zubiri, Senate President Cayetano Alan.
With 12 senators present, the chair declares a quorum.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move to declare all elected positions in the Senate vacant.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved. Majority Leader.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that we proceed with the election of the Senate President Pro Tem.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
I hereby move and nominate Senator Sherwin Gatchalian as the Senate President Pro Tempore.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved. Thank you, dear colleagues. Majority Leader.
Majority Leader. Ikaw na. Sige, ikaw na.
Mr. Presiding Officer, I move that we elect Senator Juan Miguel Zubiri as Chairman of the Committee on Rules.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved.
Thank you very much, my dear colleagues. My dear colleagues, I move that we proceed with the oath-taking of the Senate President Pro Tempore. I so move. And we will ask Senator Soto, the most senior member of this chamber, to proceed with the oath to our new Senate President Pro Tem.
Having been elected to this position of Senate President Pro Tempore, do hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter hold under the Republic of the Philippines, that I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines, that I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authorities, and maintain true faith and allegiance to the Republic of the Philippines, and that I impose this obligation upon myself all the time without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Congratulations,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Senate President Pro Tempore.
Majority Leader.
Mr. President, I move that we proceed with the election of the Senate Secretary.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move to nominate and elect Secretary Ray Bantug Jr. to the position of Senate Secretary. There being no other nominations present.
Is there any objection? Duly seconded. The motion is approved.
Mr. President, I'd like to also move to proceed with the election of the Senate Sergeant at Arms.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Mr. President, I move to nominate and elect Police Major General Alfredo Soto Corpus to the position of Sergeant at Arms, there being no other nomination. I so
Is
move.
there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Mr. President, I move that we give their oaths of office together.
I state your name. Having been elected to the position of do hereby solemnly swear that I will well and faithfully discharge to the best of my ability the duties of my present position and of all others I may hereafter oath under the Republic of the Philippines. I will support and defend the Constitution of the Philippines. That I will obey the laws, legal orders, and decrees promulgated by the duly constituted authority and maintain true faith and allegiance to the Republic of the Philippines. And that I impose this obligation upon myself voluntarily without mental reservation or purpose of evasion. So help me God. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Congratulations to the new Sergeant at Arms and to the new Secretary, our comebacking Secretary of the Senate. Mr. President, I move to elect the following senators as chairpersons of the following committees. Senator J.V. Ejercito, Chairman of the Committee of Finance. Senator Tito Soto, Chairman of the Committee on National Defense. Chairman Panfilo Ping Lacson, Chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Committee on Accounts. Chairman Erwin Tulfo, the Committee on Accountability of Public Officers and Investigations and Social Welfare and Rural Development. Chairman Senator Rafi Tulfo to the Committee on Public Services. Chairman Bam Aquino to the Committee on Basic Education. Senator Kiko Pangilinan, Chairman of the Committee on Agriculture. Senator Risa Ontiveros, Chairman of the Committee on Health. Senator Lito Lapid as Chairman of the Committee on Games and Amusements. Senator Chis Escudero to retain his Committee on Housing. And yours truly, Senator Zubiri, as Chairman of the Committee on Foreign Relations.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion of the majority leader is hereby approved.
Mr. President, I move to consider PS Resolution number 432. This is the resolution amending Rule 2 of the Rules of Procedure on Impeachment Trials to provide for the election of a presiding officer in all cases not involving the President of the Philippines. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
I move to adopt PS Resolution number 432. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, may we ask the Secretary to read the title of the measure for clarity and place on record the title of the resolution.
Resolution amending Rule 2 of the Rules of Procedure and Impeachment Trials to provide for the election of a presiding officer in all cases not involving the President of the Philippines.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I also move to consider proposed Senate Concurrent Resolution number 10. The Secretary is directed to read only the title of the resolution without prejudice of inserting the full text thereof.
Concurrent resolution providing for the adjournment sine die of the first regular session of the 20th Congress of the Philippines not later than 12 o'clock midnight today, June 3, 2026.
Mr. President, I move to adopt Senate Concurrent Resolution number 10.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, motion is carried.
Mr. President, in conformity with the Senate Concurrent Resolution that we have just adopted, I move that the Committee on the Senate provided therein be composed of Senators J.V. Ejercito, Francis Pangilinan, and Rafi Tulfo. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. Senators J.V. Ejercito, Francis Pangilinan, Rafi Tulfo, and shall compose the Committee of the Senate to inform the President of the Republic of the Philippines that the first regular session of the 20th Congress is ready to adjourn sine die.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. And just for clarity, the PS resolution we earlier approved is 430. The number is 430. 430? 430. Mr. President, before we adjourn, the chair would like to state for the
Mr.
record
President,
why
Majority
we're
Leader,
compelled
before we
today.
adjourn,
Yes.
allow me to give a few remarks. Before we adjourn, ladies and gentlemen, the chair would like to state for the record that we are compelled to call the session to order today. After the Senate adjourned on May 26, 2026, session was scheduled to resume on Monday, June 1, 2026, and on Tuesday, June 2, 2026. But the former Senate President failed to appear in both instances. Further, Article 6, Section 16(5) of the Constitution provides that neither House shall, during sessions of Congress, adjourn for more than 3 days without the consent of the other House. The Senate has been adjourned and unable to resume session for the past 2 days, placing us on the brink of constitutional violation had we not convened today. Thus, in the absence of a duly consulted postponement and the continued absence of the former Senate President pro tempore, and members of the majority, we are compelled to call the session to order. The quorum of 12 is based on majority of 22 senators, over whom jurisdiction can be obtained by the Senate. This is in full accord with the ruling of the court in Avellino versus Cuenco, that an absolute majority of 12 out of the 23 members can constitute a constitutional majority of the Senate for quorum purposes, and with precedent, specifically the May 5, 2015 session, where the quorum was based on 17 available senators, with 7 others beyond the Senate's coercive jurisdiction. Thank you.
Thank
dear
you very
colleagues.
much for the clarity, Mr. President. Mr. President, let the record reflect that the chair, a Senate President pro tempore, shall serve as acting president pursuant to Rule 5. Yes. Presiding officer of the Senate pursuant to Rule 5, Section 4C and 5 of the Rules of the Senate. Yes. Pursuant to our rules, the wording is actually acting president, Mr. President, on our rules. Just for the record, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr. President, I move that the President of the Republic of the Philippines and the House of Representatives be informed of the election of Senate President pro tempore and acting Senate President Sherwin Gatchalian. I so move, Mr. President.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion of the majority leader is hereby approved.
Mr. President, I move that the first regular session of the 20th Congress of the Philippines on the part of the Senate be adjourned sine die.
Is there any objection? The chair hears none. The motion is approved. The first regular session of the 20th Congress of the Philippines on the part of the Senate is adjourned sine die.
No. Well, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. The events that happened today, the change of leadership, was legit, was legal, because it was based on Supreme Court decision, the Avellino versus Cuenco case way back in 1949, February 18, 1949. And there was also a precedent in 2017 when Senator Franklin Loan was the Senate President. There was a quorum, 12 of them, because out of the 24, 3 were in prison. Sa kulungan po yung tatlong senador. 5 po ang nakabakasyon, kaya 12 po ang nagkaroon po sila ng quorum. So we have a precedent. The reason why we have to do this, there's already a violation of the Constitution. 3 straight days po. That they blatantly disregard the rule of law, the Constitution. So we have to act. And we are very fortunate that one of them, member of the majority before, Senator Chis Escudero, do not conform and do not believe in what they are fighting for. Hindi po siya naniniwala because he believes na yung kanilang pinaglalaban ay mali po. Na yung kanilang pagbo-boycott ay para ipagtanggol lamang ang ilang sa mga kasamahan nila. So the guy suddenly made a decision today to join para magkaroon po kami ng quorum. And you may ask, bakit hindi? Is there a quorum? Yes, there is. We're just considered 22 now. So divided by 2, that's 12 plus, 11 plus 1 is 12. So we have a quorum. Dalawa po sa amin, yung isa nagtatago, yung isa nakakulong. So we only have, ang bilang po ay 22. So divided by 2, yung sabi po na majority, para makuha majority, divided by 2, it was 11 plus 1, and that was Chis Escudero nga po arriving today. So na-break po yung impasse when Senator Escudero showed up today, because na sinasabi niya po sa amin, he doesn't believe anymore on what they're fighting for. Number 2, there will be a Blue Ribbon Committee hearing on Monday. We are just moving the scheduled date from tomorrow to prepare all members. Matter of fact, I declare and I manifested that all members of the Senate, be in the majority and the new minority now, they are all members of the Blue Ribbon Committee para wala pong masabi na ika nga may hocus-pocus. Now, pertaining to those invited resource persons, hindi po ako sang-ayon because we have to review these people. May sasabihin po ba talaga? Mayroon po bang i-disclose? We have to review this. Number 2, the proper way to invite resource persons, you do not give it out to the media. You give it to the members first. Ang nangyari po kanina, yung lista na sinasabi nila invited sa Blue Ribbon, hindi po dumaan sa tamang process. It should have been given first to the members para kung may idadagdag, may papabawas doon, sabihin hindi, wala ito. The members should have been consulted. Kaya, you have to give me time until Monday next week kung sino po at yung oras po at exactly 9 a.m. on Monday, there will be a Blue Ribbon Committee hearing. Thank you.
Sir,
Question.
kung majority na po kayo, sir, bakit po acting SP? Why not SP?
Because it's 13. It's in the law. Kailangan mo 13. We don't have 13. So, but then we can elect the pro tempore because it doesn't say 13. Senate President. So, Senator Cayetano is still the Senate President. Because we don't have 13. It's against the law naman, di ba? We only have 12. So, well, he will be a virtual Senate President. It is what the law says. You have to have 13. We don't. We only have 12. No, Senate pro tempore. Acting President. Acting Senate. But he's the presiding officer from now on. So, kaya hindi pumasok Senator Cayetano, it will be Senator Win who will be presiding from now on.
Just to clarify, eventually magiging Senate President dahil may liliban pa ba from the majority?
Kung may lilipat pa, kung may mahimasmasan ngayon ng mga kasamahan nila, and I still urge, we're still open. Doon po sa mga members po na majority, please join us. We will accept you with open arms. Let's work together for the nation, not for ourselves, not for the political parties, not for certain individuals, but for the entire country. Let's work together. We will accept you. We will embrace you.
Sir, kung may nakaka-30, nananatili pa rin Senate President ngayon si Senator Alan?
Say again? Well, right here in Rule 4 of the Senate, Section 5, it says, a pro tempore may act as acting president.
Acting Senate President?
Acting Senate President, ang pro tempore. Oh, well, Senator Mix. And then, actually, yesterday pa he's not very happy anymore. Then, we really thought na yesterday he would join us, but he did not. He was thinking it over, consulting his family, his friends. And then, kanina morning, he said he will attend. But we didn't expect it. Kasi kahapon he said he'll come, but he did not. So, kanina, we were surprised when he joined us, when he arrived.
Paano po nag-effect?
No, pag 12 po pwede, kasi majority na kami.
Of the 22?
Of the 22, because it should be 11. Divided by 2, 22 divided by 2 is 11. Plus 1, so we have 12.
But that math cannot be applied on SP.
Not on SP. I'm sorry, not on SP. That's why we did not elect a Senate President, because we'll be violating a law. We'll be violating the Constitution.
Sir, was there any promise to SP, to Senator Cheese, or talagang na-enlighten lang siya?
He was enlightened. I mean, kaya nga po, niyakap tayo kanina, we were surprised, because Sen Mix was already, we asked Sen Mix kanina, meron bang ikang kapalit, may sinasabi niya, wala naman. But nothing.
Sir, kailan na sigurado na dadating si Senator Cheese?
There was none. Kanina, nung nag-caucus kami ng 1 o'clock, wala pa eh. Kasi yesterday said na he will join, but he did not.
Well, so yung mga bandang alas 3 na sa session hall kayo, were you losing hope na dadating siya?
I was already preparing what to tell you guys na pag hindi na naman sila sumipot. Na I will say na bahala na ang taong bayan.
Gano'n po katotoo, sir? Gano'n katotoo na?
Miss Early, may nagsasabi, nilakad ng palasyo yung pagpunta rito ni Senator Cheese.
Wala namang kapalit. I mean, bakit yung number 2? Bakit makikialam ang palasyo? Bakit ma'am nakikialam? I mean, this is a Senate. I mean, we're another branch of government, di ba?
Sir, what will happen pag nag-reserve si Bato?
Then, pag dumating siya, it's okay. I mean, we will welcome him.
But that would make the senators 23, not 22. Ano po mangyayari sa
Well, we already declared it. Kung susipot siya.
Sir, sino na maging
Kung susipot siya.
Sir, to clarify, right now we have a Senate President and an acting Senate President. Ano po yung difference and limits ng mga functions and roles nila?
Actually, vacant yung Senate President. I mean, because may acting na tayo, di ba? There's an acting president, si Sen Win, in his capacity as pro tempore, until a new Senate President is elected. And the only way that we can elect is we will have 13. Otherwise, we cannot elect a new Senate President. So we will be, the Senate pro tempore will be the acting Senate President.
But if SB Alan arrives on Monday, he will preside.
Definitely. He will preside.
Because he remains to be the SB.
Yes, he will preside.
Can we say na hindi stable pa yung kasalukuyan na majority?
I think it's already stable because 12 kami, 10 na sila.
Pero yung president, Senate President, hindi pa yung Senate.
Yeah, yung Senate President, yes. But what can he do? I mean, he might be a virtual president dahil majority na kami, di ba? 12 to 10.
Senator Marcoleta yung kanyang blue ribbon, how will you assert your blue ribbon?
That's illegal na po, yung kanyang tomorrow. We have already instructed the Senate, the USAA, the Senate Sergeant at Arms, the Senate Secretary.
Sir, sabi niyo,
All seats vacant na po, di ba? We declared it. So, illegal na po yung gagawin niya because there's already a new blue ribbon chairman.
sir, kung matutuloy tomorrow, wag daw kukurap dahil may mga minority na pwede daw kong madawit doon sa flood control anomalies.
Doon, kung sabi na, sana tinignan niya muna yung kagrupo niya. Ilan doon ang sabit.
Sir, sorry, ang grupo niyo po ang tawag ay majority na.
Of course.
Majority block na.
Yes. Because the new majority, there's 12 of us. There's 12 of us. And then, another thing. Did you hear Senator Cheese abstain? Hindi naman ah. So he did not abstain. Doon sa mga, when Senator Wynn said na declare all committee, seats vacant, except for the Senate presidency.
Senator, paano pag magpumilit na maghiling bukas yung Blue Ribbon Committee under Senator Cayetano or
I don't know how they will do that because there's already instruction to the Senate Sergeant at Arms. There's a new Sergeant at Arms.
Ano instruction, sir?
They will not be. And then there will be, we're contacting now the House of Representatives that this is the Senate new majority. And even Malacanang, there's already communication. We're just waiting for the reply.
Even the guests, hindi po papapasukin tomorrow. For instance, if the 18 ex-Marines surface.
Because it's invalid already. This is already a press conference, right? I'm telling you, I'm the new Blue Ribbon Committee chair because there's a new Senate majority. Yung sinasabi po nila sila Senator Marcoleta, hindi na po sila majority, nasa minority. They only have 10. Na kung gusto mo pumunta ng mga Marines, magmerienda, pameriendahin na lang dyan. Meron naman.
Sila on Monday, sir? Yung mga Marines na yun, or yung ibang guest sana bukas, invited ba sila on Monday?
We will review upon consultation with the new members. Like I said, everybody is a member of the Blue Ribbon. Kasama po si Senator Marcoleta, kasama po si kung gusto niya pa ang ex-officio Senate President Cayetano.
Sir,
they're all invited.
Sir, sabi nila SP Alan, all of this is para hindi matuloy yung hearing nila on the flood control anomaly.
Meron na ngayon Monday, di ba?
Pero hindi, yung kanila, yung for tomorrow dapat. Are you denying that allegation? Yung version nila?
Yeah, of course. Because, number one, okay, subcommittee, dapat i-constitute ang subcommittee upon the instruction of the chairman of the committee. Sino ba yung chairman nun? Si Senator Pia Cayetano. Number two, yung mga invitations, hindi man lang dumaan, kahit naman lang sa minority leader. Ang minority leader is the ex-officio of the Blue Ribbon. Wala, hindi siya binigyan ng copy. Mabuti pa ang media meron. So, that's another violation of the rules of the Senate. Dapat ba yung mga resource persons, ang bigyan mo yung mga member ng committee para mapag-aralan nila, para we can formulate questions, anong itatanong ko dito? Not the media, because the media cannot ask them questions. Not the bloggers.
So wala kayong hinahagan doon sa katotohanan daw?
No, of course, we will look yung mga, we will still invite those people, some of those, pero we will have to review yung list nila. Hindi yung kung sino-sino, wala nang pakundangan. May mga pangalan ako na hindi ko nakilala, hindi naman contractor. Sino ba yung mga yun? Nakita ko may mga 18 Marines na yun. So we will have to consult, of course, the members until Friday.
Magkakaroon na kayo may elect ng USP pag may lumipat na po sa inyo?
Say again?
In due time, magkakaroon na ng...
Kung may lumipat, yeah, then we can convince, then we will elect.
Malapit na yun.
I hope so. But for now, ang sigurado lang is 12. Ang mensahe, ang tao pagod na po. Ang mensahe, lahat po nadadamay, pati po ang minority na pumapasok kami, ang gulo-gulo ng Senado, wala na kayong ginawa. Nakakahiya din po, pinapasweldohan kami araw-araw. Pagkatapos 3 days, it's a violation of the Constitution. So we really have to act drastically. Ito na nga po. Kung sinasabing lang, wala silang quorum, walang bilang. Paano walang bilang? There's only 22 of us now. Yung isa nagtatago, ay na magpakita. Sinasabi mo, sana, kung magpakita, sana magpakita siya. Sana hindi siya magtatakbo sa hagdanan ulit. Mag-stay siya dito sa floor, bumoto siya. Sige, let's go.
With that po, Senator, I think Senator Cheese is also facing a grave complaint before the Ombudsman.
Yes.
Paano kung ma-aresto din siya?
Kung may warrant of arrest. If there's a warrant of arrest. Pero there's no warrant of arrest pa naman. Ongoing po yung investigation.
If he will be arrested, what will happen?
Well,
He will
depends.
still remain the majority.
It depends to the ombudsman po, di ba? Then we have to talk it over, di ba?
Sir, paano impeachment?
Well, one by one. I'll take formal questions.
Sir, impeachment will be presided by Senator Will.
We'll have to choose. We'll have to choose from amongst ourselves.
Hindi po si Senator.
Not yet. We'll have to choose.
Sir, pwede yun kahit naka-adjourn na kayo? Pwede niyong i-elect mga kayo as Senator.
No, that will be done on July 6th.
Sir, di bang SP automatically siya yung presiding officer?
The July 6th will still follow the July 6 schedule. Then doon po, na mag-i-elect kami ng impeachment trial officer.
Thank you, sir. Sir, paano natin i-address spokes ng majority kaya kayo spokes ng majority block? You speak for the majority, sir.